everyone, and welcome back to White Coat Wednesday. My name is Rebecca Bernheimer. I'm a third-year medical student, and I'm here with Min, one of the co-founders of our newest student interest group, Minorities in Medicine.
Hi, my name is Min. Thank you for the introduction. I'm also a third-year medical school here at UQ-Ochsner, and I'm really excited to talk about our new club. It's called Minorities in Medicine. We've hosted a couple events already, but I'm excited to see where the club goes.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this organization?
Yeah, so me and my co-founder, Tabitha Baca, created this club, Minorities in Medicine, because we really wanted to create a safe space for our students to be able to come and kind of talk about their lived experiences, dealing with harassment or racism or maybe some microaggressions while in their careers or just in life in general, and to just feel really accepted and validated and be able to kind of work towards creating systematic change to make our work environment really, really safe for our students and our physicians as well.
That's great. Is there anything in particular that motivated you to start this organization?
Yeah, so I've always been really passionate about equity. A lot of my career has focused on that. I was an immigrant myself. I moved here, or not here, but I moved to Texas from South Korea, and my family and I also, went through some racism and stereotyping when I was younger, and I think that always kind of spurred me to want to level out the playing field as best I could. I worked in healthcare as well, and I saw that again in the healthcare community from patients, from physicians, from coworkers. It never really stops. And I think as a society as a whole, we've gotten a lot better about recognizing these things, but I don't think the problem has been completely solved. And so if we could create any type of steps towards creating a safer environment, I think that's what spurred us to do this. I was also a teacher for a while at a public school, and those experiences I saw that in my students where they were stereotyped or treated kind of poorly just based on their socioeconomic standing or their color of their skin or their sexual orientation. It just really made me feel like I could do something more to create a change, and I think that's what spurred both me and Tabitha to create this club.
That's great. I think that is really important both for medical students, everyone in the healthcare workforce, as well as for our patients, to be thinking about these kind of things and trying to improve everything in ways that we can.
Yeah.
What types of events are you interested in having, or what are you most looking forward to in the future with Minorities in Medicine?
Yeah, so we've already hosted a couple of events so far. We kind of have themes to our events. So some events we kind of focus more on just creating a safe space for students to come and talk. So whether they want to, talk about the things they've experienced that week or talked about the things they've experienced in life and just kind of brainstorm ideas about, hey, what are some initiatives that we could do to face these problems and hopefully kind of make it a safer environment so that other students don't have to go through this. We've also created some events where we have physician speakers of minority status come and kind of share their life journey with us. I think throughout medicine, we always kind of, get a lot of lectures about academics and, research topics and very, very heavy kind of knowledge-based things. But I was really interested in kind of hearing the backstories of how some of our physicians that we work with have overcome struggles in diversity, whether it's they were the first person of color in their program or whether they were immigrants themselves or whether they had to, work in an environment that was hostile towards people of a certain orientation. And I think just learning more about the background of these physicians is really inspiring. And so I wanted to be able to share those experiences of these physicians with our students and hopefully, kind of get some representation and some role models that look like us, that talk like us, that have lived like us and have made it to become these amazing physicians that we look up to today. And I think that was something that was kind of lacking in our med school curriculum, and I'm really excited to fill that gap. Another thing that we're starting in our club is we have this anonymous survey that we're hoping to roll out and get a little more traction on, where students can anonymously report some adverse events that have happened, whether they experienced harassment or anything, so that we can keep track of it and then hopefully bring up a lot of these concerns to the administration at the end and create some sort of, administrative systematic change towards creating a safer space for our students.
Thank you so much, Min, for sharing, and thank you all for watching White Coat Wednesday.